Hello, hello, hello. Excuse me. Welcome, everybody. I'm so excited to go live. I haven't gone live in the Friday morning here in my time zone, and I don't know if I ever have. Maybe once, but I have exciting announcements to make today, and I'm excited to uh, let everyone know that, which I'll be talking about in just a moment. As I clear my morning phlegm here. Sorry about that. And also, I just wanted to, first of all, just thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel, who has been part of this wonderful experience of messages of love from above. I'm so thankful and so grateful. It is my honor to pull cards and do readings for everyone. And I just love everyone's wonderful comments and all the new people who've subscribed. And of course, all my longtime subscribers that have been with me for over probably a couple of years. I have had this channel. So I'm excited to reach my 1,000 subscribers soon because then I'm going to be giving away 10 1 hour free readings. So I'm excited about that. Also, for everyone, I've been putting out a lot of free giveaways. I do have a playlist listed down in the description box below that is for all the giveaways. And so you can check those out. So sorry, excuse me. So I do want to start off this session here as always with the guardian angel card. I do love these here. Let's see if I can do the beautiful, beautiful cards, and we'll see what they have for all of us. So we'll do that first, and then I will get on to the big announcement, and then we'll pick some cards for readings as well. All right, so the card for today, beautiful Libra energy. It's all about the balance, right? We had a Libra new moon on Sunday, so we're in that energy. And it says, difference is a necessary part of human evolution, and everything in life is comprised of opposites, which together make life whole. If you light a candle in a room already flooded with light, the light of your candle would be indistinguishable from the light which already exists. Because of darkness, we are able to perceive light. Both are necessary. And I always love that message of embracing our shadow. Because, like back here, I love this tapestry for many reasons, but one of them is if it was all black, you wouldn't be able to see the design. And if it was all the beige, you wouldn't be able to see that either. So it's because of the contrast of opposites, we're able to understand things more and more deeply. So excited about that message. And then so the big announcement that I have is with the Mercury retrograde stopping on Sunday. Woo, that's a good thing to celebrate, right off the bat, right? But with it ending, we're going into the post shadow on Monday. Starting Monday, I am going to go live every day. Excuse me. So Monday through Thursday, I'm just going to start off with evenings, and I'm going to try different time frames, but I'm going to start off trying 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And then on Friday, I'm going to do it like today, where I got to look at my little notes here, which this will be in the huge, uh, uh, whatever they call that, the picture that is with this video. And I believe I put it in the description box down below too. So Fridays, I will have the 11 a.m. like now, and then 7 p.m. Mountain. Saturdays, 11 a.m. in the morning Mountain, but I'm going to do 8 p.m. at night because I'm also going to go live on Instagram at 5 p.m. And then Sundays, I'm going to go 10 a.m. Mountain Time and then 7 p.m. In the evening as well. So I know I have people all over different time zones and all over the world. So I'm going to try, these are kind of the time frames that the analytics of the YouTube channel said when you guys are mainly online. So I'll try this and then we'll experiment. And eventually I might try to go earlier in the mornings as well, Monday through Thursday. but balance, right? Let's kind of ease into it a little bit there. So I'm excited for that. I think that's everything that I had there. Um, so again, we I'm going to be going live, and I have this weekend. I'm going to be live this evening, a couple times each day as well. So I'm excited to see what messages come through. Hey Kyle, absolutely. You'll be my first reading, and for all of you who are not subscribers yet, all you have to do and to put a like a request in the chat room is to be a subscriber, and then it should immediately allow you to communicate in the chat room. And so just put what questions you have, and I will go in order. If you are like, well, I don't want to put my business out there, then you can just say, hey, can I have a general reading? Spirit knows what you're wanting to know about. And so I will, pull cards for that. Oh, very good. I'm very happy for that, Kyle. And did you want a general reading, or do you have a specific question if you want to pop that down there? So that's how I approach it. And then I also will just pull some general readings throughout, because people do watch this on replay, or some people don't even want to, say they want a reading, but they secretly do. Spirit knows. And so messages will come forward. If it resonates with you, then you knew that was the one for you. So I do love this. I did get some new cards that came early. They were supposed to arrive tomorrow, but they showed up yesterday. So I'm excited to use those. The first one I'm going to use is a really beautiful one. It's these dragon tarot. So I am going to use those to start off and see what they have for us to say. Hey, apple pie, welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right, absolutely. Apple pie. I will go and answer that one next. I know, right, Dale? Yeah, I'll show you some of them. Look at this one. Eight of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful imagery. And they've got all sorts of dragons. Sometimes they'll do dragons like are the old knight and dragons, but I love Chinese dragons, and all the dragons of the Orient and too. And I love all of that. So all right. So we'll go to Kyle first and then to Apple Pie. Great. Thank you. Yeah, Apple. I appreciate you mentioning that. Um, so yeah, right. If you haven't liked the video, please consider doing so. It does help. That, like Apple mentioned there, the algorithm, it makes it appear for more people as recommended videos as well. So we'll get the Zen love out into the world. All right. So Kyle, you have a friend that you had feelings for. You got history. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Been there, right? I think we all have. Okay. So what would spirit like you to know around these feelings that you have about just that betrayal, that rejection, those game playing, right? Let's see what they have for you here. Okay. Okay. Two and all right. Well, so the first one that popped out here you have is the King of Wands. Let's see if it'll focus in there. Come on. So the King of Wands, this is you. This is you holding on. I think it was the King. Nope, Knight. Sorry, Knight of Wands. Which this is you holding your Ace of Wands here. The Knight of Wands, they all go on a quest, and this definitely represents where you're at right now, because you're in pursuit of getting back your power. You kind of feel like you've given away your power, and you're wanting to get it back. And this is a great card because that shows that you are on this quest. You are definitely looking to get that back. You're not just, laying there taking it anymore. You're just tired of feeling this way, which is great, because you also had the Eight of Pentacles here. And the Eight of Pentacles is about you've been doing the work, you've been really reflecting on things. And it's the outside world, it's your relation to the outside world. And this is so perfect because this is all about you moving up in the world, you moving to a new level in the outside world. And the pentacles also has to do with like your worth and how you value yourself reflected in the outside world. So this is right in alignment with what you're asking here. And the solution that they have here for you is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is a great message. It shows that you hold your world in your claws if you're that dragon. But you hold the world in your hands and you see the two wands, in both places here. This is a message that whatever you focus on is what grows. And we hold this beautiful, beautiful power where if we focus on our pain and our loss and what's in our life that we don't, we're actually feeding it and it grows, right? And so it just expands all those emotions more and more and more. When we begin to focus on what we're grateful for in our lives and what we do want in our lives, then this other thing starts to dissipate quite a bit. And then the other thing starts to grow. Now, there are things like if we have these, emotions that keep on going, hey, 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 don't ignore me. I have pain here. uh, those things, once we focus this gratitude and we start to grow that, and this diminishes where it's not so strong, then we can do that shadow work. We can understand what we are fearing around this situation. What do we fear it means about us? Because we're taught, of course, all of us humans, that their actions mean something about me, when really whatever they do is about them. I know, and I mentioned sometimes that my mom was heartbroken because my dad had cheated on her, and probably several times throughout their marriage. And eventually they parted ways, but she still carried that burden, even though they both remarried. My mom a second time, my dad like three times, and he's on in a beautiful fourth relationship now. But she thought that it was her fault that she didn't make him happy. And it's like, he if it was you that didn't make him happy, then it would have been the next one that would have made him happy. But he kept on dating and marrying, and he wasn't happy until he was happy on the inside. So what you can glean from the relationship and what happened there is about, what is rises from the surface in you is for you. What you see in the mirror is for you. And a lot of that is looking into those fears of what does it mean about me? And I love that Eight of Pentacles because they're holding that one big pentacle, which is you're moving to this whole new level and understanding your worth. And you're not looking for that retail price, as I say. When we try to define ourselves by the outside world, then that we feel unstable because that retail price out there is unstable. Depends on what season it is and what person it is, what our worth is. And so it's like shaky. But when we look inward, which is like what you're going through right now, finding your worth from the inside, from what you find in your own heart, connected to the higher realms, that becomes the stable foundation of your worth instead, because you find the unconditional love, no conditions, nothing you can do to lose it. They won't backstab you, they won't lead you on, they don't play games, they just love us so much, and it's eternal. So it's a solid foundation that we begin to have our worth, and then it transforms everything else with that. So, I feel like that is what they are wanting you to see, is that their actions, their choices, nothing to do with you. They're just in this pursuit for love. Everyone has a dream of being loved, and everyone has their own wonderful triggers that are going off. And everyone's looking in a mirror, and you can't help what they see when they look in you as their mirror. They're just looking through. It's almost like they have these Google glasses on, and the movie's playing, and they don't see you. They just, hey, you're something here, but they're seeing through these Google glasses. This movie playing could be a horror movie, it could be a comedy, or it could be a romantic movie, right? That's what we're seeing too. We didn't do we did I really see them? Maybe not. I'm just seeing through my own filters of my lovability. And so I feel like this is a huge, wonderful transformation for you because that Eight of Pentacles is showing you ready to move up to that next level, which is the Nine of Pentacles, which is you finding your worth from within. That nine is that hermit's journey. So hopefully that brought a little bit of perspective there, Kyle. If you have additional questions, pop them down and I will come back around through there. All right, apple pie, let's take a look here. You want to know if you and that doctor lady that you met on the plane were meant to connect romantically. And I'm going to use the love oracle cards. Sometimes I join these together. I've got both the black deck and the pink deck, but the pink deck is going to be your heart, and the black deck is going to represent them. And let me just take a look here. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Apple. We all think it's what we're taught, right? You're supposed to make me happy. I think it starts with our parents. Don't make me mad, little child. Do what I'm telling you to do. Oh, I'm responsible for them. Hey, Misha, welcome. Hey, Chaithra. I know I'm going to murder that every time. Hey, Chantress, welcome. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. And as always, I'm just going down the list here. So if you want to pop any questions down below, I'll get to those in order. And if you're not a member or have subscribed to my channel yet, it won't let you chat until you do. And then it'll immediately let you down there. So appreciate that. All right, Apple, let's take a look here. We're going to look at you first to see what they want you to know about what this um, interaction on the plane meant. Yay! Thank you guys for returning. It really means a lot to me. I just love how we're all part of a giant sea of love, right? And so I love it. So let's take a look here. So Apple, okay, there's one card for you. And then let's take a look here for them. What was their purpose in meeting you? Okay, and they got two for them. So for you, yeah, so you have this definitely sounds like where you're at here, where you're interested in conversating and talking and connecting with them. So this was this interest that was piqued there. And let's see where they're at here. Well, so there's this karmic relationship energy coming in here. We'll see there's a second card, what the karma is. Okay. This is the heartbreak, the heartbreakiness, the sadness. So, I kind of feel like, with that karmic there and this interest, when I had that first card, it's like this desire that you have to meet with this other person. It's part of your soul pact. It's part of the divine appointment is to help you with that feeling of being heartbroken, that feeling of not being desired, not this feeling of not having this desirability, right? And I feel like I do want to pull another card here. I'm going to use the other deck because I want to use my new two decks. This one is the Spirit Song. These are not too. I love the little seedling there. But let's take a look here. I want to see um, what they want you to know around that because I kind of feel like they are not responding because it's divinely appointed not to. And I feel like what they're telling me, right before I fly these cards everywhere, is if you've been reaching out to a lot of people, I'm kind of feeling like they're reminding me of me about uh, I didn't start dating really until I was like 28, 29. I was very shy and all this other stuff going on in my life. And so like the first really like romantic kind of dating I did was then. And it's like once I got the taste of it, I was what I call a serial monogamist. I was jumping from person to person to person to person. If I didn't get what I wanted from them, then and it would end, I would go to the next and next. It was like so hungry for relationships. trying to find my wholeness outside of me, that it was like Pringles. I couldn't have just one. I needed them, and was faithful to whoever I was with at the moment. But as soon as it ended, I was off to the next one. Yeah, because you have the 10 of Pentacles here. And the 10 of Pentacles, you can see here, talks about stability on the bottom here. And I love the way they present this, because the 10 of Pentacles usually means abundance, fullness, wholeness, completeness. But I love how it's an alligator or a crocodile. I think it's an alligator because it has a shorter snout. I don't know. I think crocodile. I don't know. You guys know. But see how he's camped out, waiting for it to come to him. He's waiting, because they'll open their mouth and a bird will come in and they'll just go like this, right? So, I really love that they're bringing this up for you. I know this isn't probably the answer that you were looking for, but it's like it's all these interactions you're having with people that you have this romantic interest and draw to, is to have you disappointed enough to turn inward, kind of like we were talking with Kyle a little bit too. It's this journey of pointing you back to the inside, and not going out here and searching, trusting that the more work we do on our own hearts, the more we draw the people to us that are more in alignment with us, because we cannot love others more than we love ourselves, and we cannot accept love from others more than we love ourselves. So if, like, I was loving myself, like, see if I can do it on here, like this much, that's as much as would drip through to me, and as much as I could, uh, you know, actually love and put out to others. And I always said that all of my relationships, they were this wonderful mirror, these wonderful teachers, my masters that came to tell me how I felt about myself until I saw it. And they were telling me, yeah, you're not loving yourself because we're showing you how you're not loving yourself. And I was like, wow, it took me a while for it to finally, hit there. Um, so, so that is what we're looking at there. So the black card was what they were, like, what was their purpose in the relationship, and they were this karmic relationship, uh, interaction, to have you look at heartbreak and understand why you feel your heart breaks when others don't love you the way you want them to, and you're the one who is searching, because it almost think like that talking is almost like, I don't know if you do any online dating or any apps or anything like that. Sometimes that can mean that too, where we're looking outward. Just, I need to feel whole, and we're looking out here, but we're not going to find it out there, because we need to find it from within our own heart first. And so, for the question that you're asking was, uh, were you meant to connect romantically? You were it was meant to spark, but not anything beyond that. So, hopefully that makes sense. If you have additional questions, pop them down below. I'm going to keep on going down the list here, and thanks again for everyone that has joined. So, yeah, we'll take a look here, Apple, here in a sec too. Let me make sure we get to everyone, and let me just scroll down here. All right, Enchantress. Yes, good to see you again as well. And how is your test on Sunday going to go? Will it be easy? Let's take a look and see what they have to say here. I'm gonna use my new dragon tarot again. And for all you individuals who just joined, if you didn't listen to the beginning, my big announcement is that I'm actually starting on Monday. I'm going to be going online daily. I'm going to start 7 p.m. Mountain Time, Monday through Thursday. And then Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I'm going to kind of repeat what I'm doing this weekend. But I'm officially starting on Monday, because that's when we go into the post shadow of the Mercury retrograde. Hey, Trevor, welcome. Welcome back. All right, so let's take a look here, Enchantress. How will your test be on Sunday? And will it be easy? All right. Well, I love these cards for you because first you have the Page of Wands, which is about new energy, new higher level of how you're um, progressing. This would be, for me, is a positive card for the test. And you've actually got the Four of Swords for peace of mind. This is your mentalness, right? The swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes. And I feel if you just put your mind at rest and just go in with a higher energy, this higher power, knowing that you can do well, it keeps you from going into fight or flight mode, right? Because when we fear taking tests, that's what makes us, it's like a self fulfilling prophecy. Because if you study the fight or flight fear mode that the human body goes in, what actually happens is it wants to protect itself, so it sends the blood out of our brain to our arms and to our legs to run and run and run. And so, if we get anxious, we're actually not thinking, and we can't access all that wonderful knowledge we've studied because we're freaking out. We just want to run or attack the teacher or something, but don't do that. So, if you do breathing exercises, in fact, if you get to the class and just take a lot of deep breaths, just, in through your nose, out through your nose, in through your nose, out through your nose. If possible, if your nose is stuffed up, then in through your mouth, out through your mouth. And just allow that to, because that'll bring you out of that fight or flight mode, and it gets you back into your brain. It brings you back into this place of peace of mind where you can be like, oh, I know that answer. So I feel like they're telling you, like, do this, and it's going to be so easy compared to if you're freaking out about the test and how you're going to do. Just know, go in with this confidence that you hold the power in your hand. You've got all the knowledge that you've studied. It's all in your subconscious and in your conscious. But if you calm down and kind of get in this meditative kind of trance, you'll do very well on it. So I love that for you. If you have additional questions, please pop those down below. I'm going to keep going down the list here. All right. And Kyle, you said your next question would be just to be do you see the person you were interested in ever coming forward, or do you see anyone else coming in who will make you happy and any time frames you can see for that? Okay, let's take a look here. I am going to use, actually, they want me to use one of the moon, a Queen of the Moon Oracle cards here, because the moon is our emotions and it's about the unknown and the hidden. And so they want me to pull that here. And Riza, thank you for subscribing, and you'll be next. Thank you so much. And then Dale. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I just love all of your energy too. Being empathic. Uh, you guys probably experience it too. You feel it, people's emotions over the internet. There is no time or space. So I feels ya. I love it. So you have peace here. Kyle, this is for you. I love you in this bubble of peace, feeling whole and complete. Card number 28. And let's see what message comes with that for you. A peace of mind, we were just talking about that, right? Is one of the greatest gifts that we can give ourselves. Refuse drama and do not freely engage with people who use drama as a weapon. Wow. Yeah. Stop fighting. Allow yourself to rest for a while. When we let what we no longer need go, we make room for peace. We are an anxious bunch, us modern folk. We're constantly stimulated or not stimulated enough. We find it hard to sleep. Insomnia is at a record level in the Western world. And for some, we self-medicate with food, devices, drama, and work. We seek peace, but we don't know how to go about it particularly well. Peace can begin with a series of decisions we make. For example, we can decide we can't control everything. Shock. It actually says shock in there. It says the ancient Greeks had a great strategy here, advising a split of your issues into I can control this and I have no control over this. So think about the most pressing and worrying issues you have right now, or the situations that are giving you the most sleepless nights, then break them down into pieces and place them under the correct heading and be honest and discerning. What you will find is that most of your situations or issues are under the second heading, which is things that you can't control. The Greeks advise that the things listed there deserve no more of your attention because they are actually out of your control. Wow. However, the things under I can control this are important, and you must action these to the best of your ability. These are those things you will influence and where you will glean the most change. While this seems a simple system, I promise you it will give you far less to worry about and instantly more peace. This is good for all of us, right? We can be more focused and mindful about what we are doing in real time. We can place ourselves deliberately in sessions in quiet, beautiful, and peaceful environments. We can learn what for us brings our body rest and peace. We can choose to not do the head miles of worry. Worry is, after all, chewing gum for the mind, not really nutritious in any way, but something to do. When we let go of what we no longer really need, peace floods in, taking up this old space and healing it. And the companion stone for that is amethyst, which is beautiful. You know, so I feel like they're telling you here, Kyle, is that they're kind of reiterating what they said in the beginning there, that when we're um, is anyone am I going to interest anyone else, will anyone make me happy, and time frames, it's like all that is out of your control, right? And so they're like, focus on what is within your control, which is working on your innerness. And like I was mentioning before, I kept attracting the same type of teacher because I needed that for myself until I saw it and I did the inner work. And until I did, I kept attracting the same type of beautiful messenger bringing me the message of find your love within. And then once you find that, then you start attracting other people who have this self love instead of people who are like I was an enabler in codependent relationships. So I'd attract people who seemed needy, and I would give myself until I was exhausted and give myself until I was, you know, um, just um, I wouldn't say angry, but resentful. And eventually, then once I found that wholeness inside me, when I would come across someone who appeared needy, I was like, get away. And it turned me off. Whereas before, needy people were like, oh, I can be a hero for you. But then, when you find that within, then you're not attracted to those things and you don't attract them either. So, for now, that is their message around that, Kyle. They're not, telling you about who and when and will they make you happy, 'cause they won't. Until you're happy on the inside and you're loving who you are, no one will. No one will, 'cause your energy you're putting off is attracting people who are gonna bring you that lesson each and every single time. And it's for us. I look at every one of those relationships and those teachers. I don't hold any resentment for them anymore. I bow to them. Thank you. No, I don't want a relationship with you, but thank you. So hang in there. Hang in there. All right. Riza, I believe is how you say that. I apologize if I mispronounced that. And you want to know, will your boyfriend give you anything for your October 3rd birthday? Well, happy early birthday to you. And let's take a look here. I kind of feel like I want to pull from this Spirit Song Tarot, and let's see what they want you to know here. Will they bring you anything? And if so, will they give us any hints, or do you want it to be a surprise? And then Dale, you'll be up next after that. And then Bree. Welcome back, Bree. All right, so this one wanted to come out here. Hey, Alexa, TGIF, right? Woo woo. All right, and they went this one and this one and that one. Okay, they gave you 4 here, so let's see what they are. All right. So first of all, you have the 7 of shells, which this would be the 7 of cups in the standard tarot. Yep. I know, Misha. It'll be there in a minute. Then you have the 6 of feathers, which this would be the 6 of swords in the standard tarot. So you got 6, 7. You have the page of crystals, which this would be the page of pentacles in the standard tarot. Love it. And that one says ideas and discipline. Hmm. And then you have the high priestess. Intuition, trusting your gut, the unknown. So I love this. One, it's like trust your gut, because you have a high intuition. So you've got a feeling that you know the answer there. With that page of crystals, the page of pentacles, that is new opportunities and new things coming into your life. So I love that. Um, and but with these two cards, with the 7 of cups and the 6 of swords, this tells me that you're going to have mixed emotions around what you get, but you have the ability to change your mindset around it. It's almost like you don't get what you expect, but you can purposely focus and change your mind, and choose an emotion that you want. It's almost like beforehand, like go, I'm going to be surprised and I'm going to love it, regardless of whatever it is, because um, they took the time to do it, and whatever, it may not be what I really wanted, but I'm going to choose to be thankful for it and choose to be excited about it. And because you have this power to choose it, you're gonna. That's like you change your mind around it, and you also change your emotion around it. So I feel like yes, but it's not going to be what you expect. But it's up to you whether you're going to encourage them to give you more gifts in the future, or you're going to go, oh, that's not what I wanted. And then that makes them less likely to give you something else in the future. Boom, boom, boom. So hopefully that helped, Riza. If you have additional questions, pop them down below and we'll come back around there. All right, Dale, let's take a look here. Just a general reading. What should you focus on the upcoming week? General themes for the near future. Okay. Yeah, let's go back to the dragon. I love these dragon cards. Beautiful energy with them. Just giving them a shuffle here. Bree will be next. And then Misha, you'll be next after that. So close. Thank you all for your patience as I do go through the list. I know sometimes it's like, come on. I sometimes compare it to waiting in the post office when you're trying to do something. There's someone up at the counter and you're next and they're taking forever. But then when you get up to the counter and they take time with you, then you appreciate that, that's coming along. So there you go. All right, Dal, let's take a look here. General information, what your focus for this upcoming week, and then general themes for the near future. Okay, they gave you 2 for the first and 2 for the second. So your focus for the upcoming week, love this. You have the 7 of Wands, which this is about you standing up and trusting in your power and your abilities. Don't listen to the outside world. They get jealous. They get, um, well, jealous. They look at you where you're at and what you're doing, the energy, what you focus, and they're like, "Why are you being so happy? Come down here and be miserable with the rest of us," because misery loves company. And so, this is about you standing your ground. You're in a higher ground. You're in a safe spot. You hold the power in the situation. So just do that because you also have the Four of Pentacles, which the Four of Pentacles also is this message, kind of what we talked about earlier a little bit, but it's about you. See how he's grasping on to this pentacle here. Um, this is you holding on to your worth, and it kind of combines with that Seven of Wands there, because that is all about, we look outside of ourselves for our worth, and that's when we feel unstable, because we're told, look at relationships, look at situations like job, education, stuff like that, and things, our bodies, our bank accounts, our possessions. But all those things are unstable. you know People change or they pass away. Situations never stay the same, and things break down, deteriorate, burn down, or are stolen. And so we feel unstable when we're looking for our worth in the outside world. That's why I talk about retail price. If you're a big parka coat and you're in northern Alaska during the winter, people want you like crazy. You're even probably marked up in price. But if you're that same coat on a tropical island on the equator during the summer, you're on the blue light special 99% off clearance rack. And so that's the outside world and the instability. But you're finding your worth from within. And the Four of Pentacles is about finding our love in our heart, that unconditional love that's eternal, unconditional, no conditions to lose it in the higher realms. So I feel like this week that's the focus of really remember who you are and how powerful you are, and don't worry about all the blah 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 and actions of people in the outside world. Has nothing to do with you. And then you also asked just general themes for the near future. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen all these cards yet, so I love this Ten of Swords. Look at this skeleton. It's like all those expectations, all those small t truths of the outside world that we try to live up to, stab us in the back and they make us feel like we're dead. They exhaust us. But I love how it's 10 is endings and new beginnings. It's like you've risen. This is you flying above all of those expectations. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is continuing to do the work of your inner worth, because it does allow you to move to that higher level. Like we mentioned earlier, the Nine of Pentacles is about you finding your worth from the inside, not from the outside, which is where the Eight of Pentacles heads off to. You were like, been doing all the apprentice work and doing all the work, and you're ready to move up to the next level, move up to become the master of how you look at yourself and the power that you hold in the world. So I feel like that's the message, is focusing in on that power that you have. And like this coming week, I kind of feel like you might be getting some, you know, I don't want to say criticism, but just some off the wall comments that you're like, "What? Would you say that?" And it's not about you, but the mirror, of course, is to kind of have that rise so you can go, "Oh, okay. Why does that make me trigger?" Right? Why do I feel that way when people say that? Because when someone says something, it doesn't bother us if we don't think there's a small truth in it, right? It's like if someone came up to me and said, "I think you're an alien." I'd be like, I can understand why you would think so, but no, I'm not. I wouldn't take offense to that because I know there's no truth in that. But if someone came up to me and said, I don't think you're very good at what you do and you should just go do something else. Oh, what? My insecurities would be all, yeah, they're right. Look at all the proof. And so I feel like that's kind of what is going on here, but it's bringing you to this new level. And I love that for you, Dale. All right, I'm going to take a quick sip here. All right. All right. So if you have additional questions, Dale, pop them down below, and hopefully it resonated. We're going to move on to Bree. And you are asking, should you put an offer on the house you're seeing today? Anything you need to know about the house? Okay, let's take a look here. So we'll see what is for your highest experience here regarding this house. So you've been looking at houses. I'm excited. I do a lot of readings, but they seem to be bringing back one message of that you'll know. I think you had the message that you're just going to have this dream house like pop in your lap, and you're going to be like, no way, there's no way that this is the house has what it has and the price that it's at. But let's take a look here. So, should you put an offer on the house that you're seeing today? Okay, that's number one. And anything you should know about the house, anything hidden, anything future that they'd like you to know. Okay, they give you three for that. So, first of all, you have the temperance card here on whether you should make that today. Yeah. This one's about balance and patience. So, this one almost feels like not to make the offer today. They're talking this about patience and temperaments. Take your time. Take your time. You'll know, like you'll really, really, really know. Yeah, 50,000 over the price. That's okay. No, no. Yeah, this one. So there's three of swords here, which this represents expectations and heartbreak. Sorry. And then you have the chariot, which is your power of choice. Don't you just love that chariot card? I'm sorry. This is like when I saw this on online as one of the cards, I was like, "Oh my gosh." So this is your power to choose is in your hands. But they're talking about these expectations. Let's see what else here. Yeah, Page of Cups. So higher emotions, new emotions. Look at I love how he's poking his little claw, looking at the reflections there. Yeah, right. Doesn't it look powerful? Then you have the Page of Pentacles. So you got some two pages, and what that is telling me is that with the Temperance card, it's like I don't think you're going to make a offer today, and I don't think you're going to make an offer on this house because it looks good, but like it's your expectations are not going to be met, and you have new opportunities coming up and new emotions coming up. So you have newness coming, and so I feel like they are allowing you to sit in this and just trust that the right one is coming here. Because I think was it by the end of October that you were going to have the house? I think it was before winter. If they're bringing and for me to remember that that's them bringing that in because I've been doing tons and tons of readings. So it was like before winter, which is December 22nd is when you close. But I feel like the end of October, I really feel you'll find the home, which is good because the housing market seems to be becoming more and more and more a buyer's market, even though some people are like trying to ask for $50,000 more. And you're like, you're crazy. Enjoy that, but keep an eye on that house because maybe they'll drop it. They'll drop the price, right? Because they're not getting it. And then you're like, boom. But this is happening on purpose for a purpose. That temperance is patience. Just be patient. The right one will come. So hopefully that helped, Bree. All right. And if you have additional questions, pop them down below. And I'm going to be flying back around here. Yeah. Yeah, this thing about the housing market is people that bought homes for 100,000, they're like worth 400,000 now, and they're just like, "Oh, I don't want to give up all that extra that I got." But they're like, if you don't drop it now, you may be down to where it was before. So definitely there. Hey, Pragati. Yeah, definitely. I'm following and going down the list here. So I will get to yours here in just a moment. And we are moving on to Misha. Hopefully you're still here and thank you so much for your patience. You want to know what kind of career will you have? What type of profession? And will you have your own business or job? All right, let's take a look here. I do want to move to back over to the Spirit Song Tarot for that. Let's see what we have. All right. So, what kind of career? Okay. And will you have your own business or job? Let's see. Okay, so you did get four cards. The first one that popped out is the Ace of Shells, which is the Ace of Cups, which does talk about here on the bottom about it says abundance and happiness. So whatever's coming your way, I think they're saying that whatever makes you happy, follow your heart. What's your heart's desire? The supposed tos and shoulds and need tos that we hear a lot from the outside world. This is about following your heart. What makes your heart sing? What would you like to do? Yeah. You got another ace. So you have an ace of swords, which says ace of feathers here. And this is about new thoughts, new ideas, a new foundation too. So this is new communication coming in, but new opportunities, like new ways of thinking about what you want to do with your life. So I kind of felt, I think you might have asked something similar before. I don't know why they're bringing back the readings, but it's like, don't do what you've always did because you're always going to get what you always got. It's like it's time for you to live your dream, find out what you wanna do, and if you're not sure, because you've always tried living up to what everyone else wanted you to do, now's the time to explore, the time to open your mind and look and see what's all out there. Find out what interests you and what sparks your heart. Let's see if the oh my gosh, this is crazy. You got the Ace of Pentacles too. So you got 3 aces, Misha. Out of 4 cards so far, I haven't turned over the other one. If it's another ace, I'm gonna pass out. But, Ace of Pentacles is about new opportunities coming your way. So you got 3 aces, which is all about new beginnings, a new start. Let all the old ways of thinking, the old ways of living, the all the expectations, let all that go because this is like a time and opportunity for a brand new start. Let's see what this last one is. Yeah. So you have justice, not another ace, but that's okay. I didn't think it was going to be. But you got the justice card, which is the balancing of truths. See, it almost looks like they have like those dandelion in here where you make a wish and it's like I almost feel like this is a wishbone in their mouth too for you. And it's like, what if money didn't matter? What would you do with your life? They're not going to tell you exactly what, should do, supposed to do, need to do because spirit doesn't have that. They're like, you have this dream, you have this passion, you have this things that make your heart sing. Why exist when you can live? Do what you can to live your dream. You might have to downsize. You may not live to the standard that you think you're supposed to. But if you're living your dream every day, you wake up looking at what a wonderful life this is, how brilliant and beautiful it is. But I mean, 3 aces, it's an opportunity for a whole new start. It's like a rebirth for your entire life. Because what you had I think the only one you didn't have was the wands, right? You had Pentacles, Cups, and oh, and Swords. So yeah, the only one you didn't have was the Ace of Wands, which the Ace of Wands is your passion, your drive, your ambition. I feel like that's what you're trying to find. All these other things are leading you to that. So a change of mind, a change of your heart, and a change that's coming in the outside world, opportunities coming in. So really look into what would you do if money didn't matter, if none of anything else mattered, and you had, let's say, we were told a asteroid's going to hit us in a year. What would you do with that year? Live your life. And that's not a prediction, everyone. Don't freak out. But it's saying, like, if you had nothing None of the other stuff mattered. What would you live and do? And that's what they're wanting you to focus on there. All right. So hopefully that gave you a little bit of direction there, Misha. And then we're moving on to Chaithra. And I apologize. I know I probably mispronounced that. Will you uh, complete your CA within 2024? Let's take a look here. Um, kind of am drawn over here to these tea leaf. So let's take a look here and see what they have for you here. And Shika, you'll be next. So thank you all for your patience. And then SDA, hey, welcome back. All right, so let's take a look. And if you guys haven't hit that like button yet, I really appreciate you doing so. It does help the YouTube algorithm to share these videos and my other videos with other people as well. So I appreciate that, and all your new subscribers, and continuing all my wonderful, wonderful posse that come and support me. I really appreciate you all so much. All right, so let's take a look here. Shaithra, will you complete it? You got the you have the bull card coming through here. Let's see if it'll, there it goes, which is about pushing through and doing it. Do not back down from opposition. Show your strength and your fortitude. So they're saying that you have all the power to do that and to go forward with that. And you got unsuccessful plans here, but I want to, let's see here. There it goes. I feel like the intuitively what they're saying in here is don't get yourself tied up in a knot with worry. It's like trust your power. Trust, a bull stands in the middle of a pen where it's field that it's in, and no one messes with it. They don't go, hey bull, this isn't your territory. The bull goes, really? And they're like, oh nope, it is, bye. Because you just have the strength that you can stand in for yourself. Yeah, because you've also got the wealth card here. So that would be like one of the pentacle cards. I'm thinking like the 10 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, which is about abundance, which is about movement forward. Just don't get yourself tied up in a knot through it all, because the fear of it is what um, distracts you. It's what takes away our power, because we take the power that we're giving instead of focusing in on what we want. It's that holding like that magic wand. When we're not focusing on what we want in our lives and gratitude, we're focusing on our fears and what we don't want, and that's expanding instead. So, like, don't get caught up in that, because that takes away the bull's power. Focus on what you do want and what you're grateful for, and they are like, you have the total ability to do it. And so they give a big thumbs up on that question there. So I love that for you. If you have additional questions, pop them down below. I'm going to keep going. And for all of you that were not here at the very beginning, I did announce that I'm going to be starting on Monday. I'm going to be going live daily, Monday through Thursday. I'll be 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and then pretty much Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm trying out different times, but I'm going to try to probably stick to the schedule I'm doing this weekend for the weekends. And we'll see how it goes. I know I've got people all over the world, and I'm trying to be there at least a convenient time where you don't have to be here like at midnight your time and that type of thing too. So appreciate all that. All right, so let's take a look here. All right, and we are on Shika. You said, should you wait or move from Akshat? Again, I'm totally bad at names. So I apologize if I mispronounced any of that. But we'll take a look here. I do want to use the Spirit Song Tarot again. And then we'll go into SDA. And then Pragati. Hey, Dr. Marine. Then you'll be next after Pragati. And then Devanshi. Well, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you asking questions. I love connecting to spirit. Get to feel all that love energy coming in. All right. So, Angshika, should you wait or move from Akshat? All right. So got two cards. You have the Eight of Cups, which Eight of Cups is about leaving behind that which no longer serves you, like emotionally. So I kind of feel like that's a move on my card. Let's see what this other one is. And yeah, three of wands. Three of wands is about changing of directions and going in a different direction than you were before. So with both of these together, I definitely, yeah, because this is all on the bottom. It talks about quest and renewal, and this one talks about motion and movement too. So I would say with both of those cards coming out, it is about move on, move, make the move. So if you have additional questions there, just pop it down below and I will circle back around. And then you want a message from your guides, SDA. I love it. Let me see. What do they want for you? Okay. They do want one of these beautiful Path of the Soul Destiny cards. Sorry about the glare there. And let's see what that is for you. And then they want to do a little Oracle of E. They're very small message. So I'll see what that one is for you too. All right. So SDA guides, what would you like to know? I mean, what would you like them to know? Okay. You got this beautiful, beautiful card. I call these the spiritual inkblot test. That's like fractal imaging, where they plug a bunch of formulas into a system and it generates these beautiful, beautiful images. You have card number 16. If 16 or 7 mean anything to you. And healing with intention. So when this card appears, it's because you've been asking for assistance. Divine healing energy travels in spirals, and that's what this card represents. Are you a healer who's questioning your abilities? Then this card is here to tell you that you are a gifted healer and you're on the right path. I love it. Set your intentions to understand and use your gifts to their fullest capacity. Trust this gift that you've been given. If you have health concerns, be assured the healing process has begun. Set your intentions clearly on allowing your body to receive the healing you seek. The energy of health and restoration surrounds you. Trust the process. So I love that for you. Wow. Yep. 7 is your birthday. That's great. Too perfect. And then we're going to do these Oracle of E. Let me see what else they have to say here. All right. So what else do you have for SDA, please? Whoa, okay. Oh, whoa. So you got Wrecking Ball. I love it. It is 10 endings and new beginnings. So, you know, we love the removing of things to make room for different things coming in, right? So it says, psst, just so you know, a wrecking ball is not necessarily a sign of destruction. It's more like a blessed invitation for brand new, exciting things to blossom. All you need to do is change your perspective. Let's get this renovation started. So I like that. So you definitely, if uh, if you are if you were doubting your healing energy or that you have a spiritual gift, or if you did have something going on with your body, they're basically saying this is a time of renovation. It's a change that's coming that's just going to remove things out of your life that are blocking you to open up the pathway to have this beautiful new restoration coming in, this whole new, now I'm hearing the whole new world from, was it Aladdin? So I really feel like there's this big expansion coming for you. It's knocking down an old shed in the backyard, and they're putting in this beautiful healing shack, a place for you to do energy work, or to grow your herbs, or whatever this healing gift is for you. I feel like this is what's headed for you there. So hopefully that resonated for you there, SDA. If you have additional questions or want clarification, pop it down below and I will circle back around. All right. And we are to Pragati. Again, apologies if I mispronounced it. He said, when um, Ashwari, will they message or call you on their own? Okay. Let's take a look here. I'm going to use the black cards from the Love Oracle cards because this will tell us about them and their um, energies. So thank you guys for joining me on a Friday afternoon here in my time zone. I know it's probably a Friday night across the world, but thank you guys for being here. All right. So will they message you or contact you on their own? Well, this is them. They're saying this is the I like you, and they feel like there's this karmic relationship around this energy. So they do feel like they know you, like they've known you from a past life kind of energy. So I feel like they will contact you on their own. Let me see. I'm going to pull from these tea leaf to see if they'll give us any other information as far as timing, because I know that's kind of like what we want to know, right? When? But I know they usually don't tell us a whole lot about timing because they're like, it'll happen in the perfect timing. Just have to trust, right? Trust everything's unfolding perfectly for us, even timing. So, okay, let's take a look here. What else? Okay, one came flying out here. 2, 3. Okay. Yeah. So they do have the most difficult part of a situation is over. So rainbows is a nice sign there. Um, there is this axe here, which this is about time. It says force is working against you, but I feel like this is like um, y- a belief that you have in the back, like, and I don't even know if it's a conscious belief. I almost feel like it's a subconscious belief. Like things never work out for me. There's a force working against me. I never get to have the rainbow. I only get to have the thunderstorm and the hail and the flooding. Well, I want the rainbow. I want that. And you don't feel it's coming there. Now, I don't believe this is May. I don't believe this is when they're going to contact you. I believe May is a special message for you, though. Either you met them in May, or your birthday, or their birthdays in May. I feel like May is a special month, though, but it's not. You don't have to wait. They're not going to like May of next year is when they're going to contact you. I feel like it's going to be sooner, but I feel like um, this is what you're working on here is this energy that you have that things are always working against you. And I feel if you work on that energy, the it's like the classroom that you're in, this waiting period is for you to work on that belief. And the more you work on that belief and transform it into, I'm worthy of having things, I'm worthy of the rainbow. And the more you focus on that, the faster that they will contact you to take you on to the next wonderful lesson in uh, your beliefs about yourself and your lovability and that. So hopefully that helped there, Bragati. If not, ask some additional questions down below and I'll work my way down there. We're on to Dr. Marin or Marine. And are you going to marry Antif? Well, let's take a look here. For that, I'm going to use the pink Love Oracle cards because that represents you. We're asking about you. So let's take a look here and see what they want you to know about the marriage there. And then we'll move on to Devanshi. And then Ankita, and we'll keep going down. Thank you guys so much for your patience as well. Spirit will say what they want to say, take as long as they want to take, but we'll definitely get there. So let's take a look here. Will you marry Atif? Okay, you got 2 cards here. So you have this dragonfly card here, which is about transformation and change. There it goes. Because a dragonfly goes from a larva to the next step. And so I feel like this is a movement. Um, yeah, things coming to a light, changing. And you also have the abundance card. So with these two together, that I feel like that this, if it makes you feel abundant in doing so, which it sounds like it does, things are going to be moving to the next level there. So just like a larva. Oh, wow. Yeah, so wonderful confirmation there for you too about the dragonflies. But I feel like you can't force a larva to transform into a dragonfly. It's all happens in its timing. So be patient with the process, enjoy the entire um growth and evolution and moving forward of your path. So if you're in a relationship with them now, then that's the evolution going forward with that. If you're not in a relationship with them now, I feel like this evolution is for you and you going inside and this hope that abundance will always come. So I kind of feel like um in the back of my mind here, I don't know if you guys are in that type of relationship yet. But it is about, if you are in a relationship with them, then that's a yes, that's moving forward in that relationship. If you're not in a relationship yet, because sometimes people ask, will I be with that person because you secretly like someone? It's like, well, this is all about your growth then, if that's the case. But so take that the way it goes. I feel like that message might be for someone else in the chat room right now that doesn't want to mention anything. That might be for someone else. Um, so they spirit kind of hijacks your message to give a message for someone else sometimes, which we're okay with, right? So if you have additional questions, doctor, just pop it down below and I'll come back around. And then Devanshi. Oh, okay. Yeah, the mixed signals. That's what happens, when a larva is changing into a dragonfly. They're like, but I like the water, but I want to fly, but I like the water, but I want to fly, but I like the water, but I want to fly. So I kind of feel like that's that in that transformation. They're like, I'm breathing water, but I'm going to breathe air. What's going on? It's like this uh, uncomfortability in that transformation that is going through. So I would just go with the flow for now. Let it grow in its own things there. All right. Very good. Have a great day. Thank you, doctor. All right, Doanchi, sorry. Back to you. So, will you be able to move to South Korea next year through scholarship? Let's take a look here. I want to use the dragon cards for this. Hey, Paula, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here and for your patience as I get to your reading. If you're new, you do have to be subscribed to be able to chat in the chat room. But as soon as you subscribe, you can enter words and you can ask your question, and then I'll get to it. I just go in order. All right. So, Devanshi, so South Korea will be the first one. Okay. And then will it be through scholarship? All right. So, one card for each. The first one, you have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of movement, and it's kind of like this giving and receiving, but there is this flow in the outside world. So I would say that this would be a yes, that you are moving to South Korea next year. You do have this movement in your outside world. And I feel like, let me look at this other one here first, too. Yeah, new adventure, too. So you definitely have this new adventure that you're headed off to. You're ready to leap off into this new journey. And that Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving. So I feel like there will be, I don't know if it's like, if they call it a working scholarship, where it's this giving and receiving type of thing, where they're going to give you this scholarship and allow you to do all this, but there's a work that you have to do too in a to do it. So it's like this exchange that happens in that process. So, if you're looking for a full boat scholarship, I don't know if that's going to be what comes. It's more the giving and receiving kind of feel to it. So I'm happy for you. So get ready, start getting rid of stuff, start sorting, get ready for your move. I love it. All right. And then we are to Ankita. Will B contact you in the next 7 days? I'm going to use the Black Love Oracle to see about them and their actions here. So let's see what they have to say. Hey Keisha, welcome. You'll be next. And then Alicia. And then Devanshi, we will take a look at that follow-up question there. Sorry, I didn't see that. All right. Will B contact you in the next few days, Ankita? Okay, anything else? Okay, nobody said talking here. So they are interested in connecting and connecting with you. I would say this would be a yes there. So just don't wait by the phone. Of course, you don't have to these days, right? Oh, in the olden days when I was a youngster, if you weren't there when the phone rang, they didn't get a hold of you. Now you carry your phone with you, I know. But the whole idea of waiting by the phone, it's like, still enjoy your moments. Don't like, you know, keep from doing things. Enjoy your week, and you will get contact from them. So I love that. All right, Keisha, let's see what's going on with Eugene. What is he up to? Let's take a look. I'm going to also use the Black Love Oracle here. Let me just refresh him. All right. What is going on with Eugene? All right. So I got 3 cards here. Yeah, so he's kind of keeping it low. He's kind of keeping his emotions behind the scenes. Whenever those glasses come up, it's like they're not allowing anyone to see their emotions. Yeah. So he needs time. What's the other thing here? Mm. Yep. So he's got this pain that he's processing and that he's going through here. Um, kind of feel like, and it's not that he's wishy washy, but he's wishy washy. and but there's a reason for it. It's like someone who opens up their heart a little bit, but then the heart that got stabbed before, whenever he would open his heart, and it was like cat cat cat, it's like the heart goes no, no. And so it kind of feels like, if you feel like you're on a yo-yo where it's up and down, close and far and close and far like a rubber band, just know that it's because he's working on pain that he had in the past. And it even goes all the way back to childhood and interaction with siblings and parents and other family and different things like that. Um, so he's going in and out and in and out. I don't feel like it's like he's in pain. I don't feel like there's love for anyone really. It's like he just when he opens up at all, it just hurts, and so he closes back down. And I don't feel like he has the ability to love right now because he doesn't really love himself. And so anything that he's doing, anything that's going on, he's just keeping everything, you know, to himself. Any action that he's doing are almost unemotional, it feels like. You know how if you have so much pain, you can't just unplug the bad emotions because wouldn't that be awesome? Without, supposedly with drugs that they give us these days. But it's like he's unplugged all his emotions, and so he feels numb, and when he plugs it back in, it freaks him out because he feels all the pain, so he unplugs again. And I kind of feel like that is what he's going through with that. And, you know, I would kind of evaluate whether it's worth waiting for. No, move on. Run, run, not run. But I feel like it's like not worth all the effort that you're going to have to put into waiting. Live your life, go out and see what else is out there. I just feel like it's not a healthy relationship for you because you're going to have to give like 90% and only get 10% back. And for me, that's a poor investment. So you deserve more than that. So I would definitely take a deep breath and just send him love for his journey and then look at your new adventure with wide open eyes and with this knowing that you deserve more than that. So all right. If you have additional questions, pop them down. I'm going to keep going down here. Thank you guys again for your patience as I go through each of the readings here. Okay, we'll take a look here in a second, Keisha. Let me just answer some more and I'll circle back around for sure. So, Alicia, will Cesar take you back? Let's take a look. I'm also going to use these beautiful love oracle cards. Let's see what his intentions are. And I know when I was in a low self place in my life, I'd always want my exes and whatever to take. Actually, I am the one that broke up with most of them because most of them ended up cheating on me or doing something where I'm like, no, bye. But in a place of like, I want love until we find this beautiful confidence inside about your lovability. Then you're like, hey, if you don't take me back, that's your problem. That's your loss. Bye. Let's take a look here. Will Cesar take you back, Alicia? Let's see what they say here. Okay. Hmm. So it looks like he's got this song playing in his head, which is outdated thinking. Um, and this is it's like searching for something to unlock his heart. With these two together, I feel like he has this old song playing over and over in his head, and he's searching for love in a different place. You know, um, I don't feel like that they will because they just have this old song. I don't know if they have an old flame for someone and they just compare everyone to that. And that other person, it was like what do they call it? Unrequited love or something like that, where, they really like someone and they had like carrying a flame for him. They never liked him back, but they always have that where they always wanted that. And they have this mentality and this thought, and they're like, that's the only key that can open my heart. And they just can't get past it, at least at this point of time. And so I don't feel like he's just always going to be comparing everyone to it, and he's not going to be happy because he's not happy in his heart. His heart is not open because he's like trapped in this old cassette. That's the old song that's playing in his head is what I'm hearing, Alicia. So, right, Devanshi, let's take a look here. Yeah, so you are moving to South Korea is what I got from those cards. And what career is good for you? A CA or a celebrity? Let's take a look here. Kind of want to use these spirit song. Okay, that one wanted to come out. Oh, all right. So I have 3 cards that popped out. Let's see what we get here. So you do have this awakening card, which normally the judgment card, it's realizing who you really are and seeing things from a higher perspective. So I feel like, and it sounds like you are in this place of trying to discover what it is I want to do, who am I, what are my abilities, and I kind of feel like this awakening is coming where you're realizing more and more what is in tune with what you want and where you want to go. Because you also have the 4 of shells, which is the 4 of cups. And for this energy that comes in with this is that you tried some other things and they just didn't fulfill you. The example they're bringing back to me is like when I started college, my dad always wanted me to be an accountant. So I took some accounting classes and I was like, no. And then he was like, well, how about finance? You know, if you're like an investor, that would be cool. And his intentions were for me to help him gain his fortune, which is what every father wants their children to do, right? Help me, you know. But I was like, I took a finance class. I'm like, not for me. And then he was like, maybe computer science. I hear computer science is really good. So I gave up on having me trying to do stuff for him and thought, what would be better for me? Computers are up and coming. That was way back when they were. And I took a computer science class and it was fun, but I'm like, not for me. And so it's like you're trying these things and you're just realizing what's not for you, but you're gonna like something's gonna click and you're gonna be like, yes, that is what I want to do. Because you have the King of Shells here, which the King of Shells is this balance between heart and mind. So don't do and head for things that are just making logical sense because you will get bored with it and you won't feel fulfilled. You're going to find something that is both mentally uh, satisfying and logical, but also emotionally fulfilling and makes your heart sing. So, that is what I would encourage you to look for. If you haven't found that yet, then I say keep on taking different courses or looking into different things, research different things till you find that. Because they're not going to tell you this is what you should do in your life because it's all our adventure. They're like, what makes your heart sing? There's a lot of things that it could be, and it will be fitting for your life, but they are guiding you not to choose something that's just for the money or just what's logical because you'll go do that and then you'll be doing it. And after a year, you're going to be like, God, someone, I just want to poke my eyes out. I can't stand it anymore. It's like, but if you're doing something that you're passionate about and that's that, this is what you're looking for. Okay. So let me just take a quick drink here. All right. Hey, Anshul. Welcome. Welcome. I'm doing fantastic. Hopefully, you're doing well. And then you're asking, oh, also a career question. Uh, what is good for you? You're preparing for civil services, teaching, philosopher, creative field. And what's coming for you? Let's take a look here and we will find out. And I'll get to the rest of you guys here in just a moment. Hey, Nanda, welcome, welcome. And I want to go back to the dragon cards for you. And let's take a look and see what we have here. What career advice do they have for you? See if it was different than we just had for Devanshi, because sometimes they will piggyback, right? It's like, oh, exactly what they just said. But let's take a look here. So I kind of feel like I want to do civil services. Okay, so these two are civil services. Teaching. Okay, 2 for teaching. Philosophy, being a philosopher. Okay, 1 for that. Hey, BU, welcome. And then a creative field, and you got 2 for that. All right, so let's take a look at each of these, and we'll see what. So if you do a civil service type of job, wow. So you've got both the world card, which is the universe card, and the moon. So powerful celestial things. This is endings to new cycles and new beginnings, really diving into the unconscious, the hidden. So if the civil service is like helping people uncover things in their life, and move forward. This is a helping people end cycles and these new beginnings. It just is. It's like this. I'm not sure, like what in the civil service type of genre that you're looking for, but there is this mystery and this unfolding and the universe. I mean, it feels very mysterious and unknown and exciting is the type of energy that I have for that. And then you have teaching. That's funny. So you do teaching, is the movement of the mind, right? From old beliefs to new ones, and an emperor. And I feel like with this energy comes in, I don't know if this really fits with you, Anshul, because this is like you have to take on a role of helping people learn and change their mindsets. And you have like that emperor for me is bringing in this sternness, like I have to be this ruler. And I don't know if that's really in alignment with your heart and your energy, you could do it. But I think they're bringing that forward just to let you know that that's a lot of what you do is grading and telling people what they did or did not learn and to help them learn. So I know the helping people learn piece is, I feels like up your alley, but that emperor piece, it's like being a supervisor. It's like helping people grow and move up in their careers and stuff is exciting, but the disciplining piece, I hate it. But that's what they're bringing there. And then you have the philosopher. The philosopher, the 5 of swords is funny. It's like you trying to prove your small t truths are more truer than others. I feel like the philosopher is just going to bring a lot of conflict in. And I don't feel like that is like, again, what you're looking for. I feel like you are more wanting the mysterious and, moving up. I don't feel like that is like up the alley there. And then the a creativity field, that's interesting. So you've got the page of pentacles, which is about bringing in new things, new um, experiences, just bringing the newness up, bringing like heightened things into the external world. You have the 2 of swords here, which is about your mindset and the direction that you're heading. And I kind of feel like they're saying, overall, since this is the last card for your reading, is either you can, you're going to be uh, kind of poised to make a decision from your mind or from your intuition and your gut. And they're saying, close your eyes to see. So if you're like wondering what it is, they're like, trust your heart, trust your gut in where you want to head. Because they're telling me, even though I did all those cards and you know what you want in your heart of hearts, and regardless of the cards I pulled, you're like, yeah, but that doesn't really fit because you know what you want. It's like you have a good idea of what you want, and they're like, you wanted the cards to validate what you want to do, but they say you don't need validation. They're like, your heart, so do it. So I love that. All right. So hopefully that resonated there, Anshul. I am moving onward here. And hey, Paula. Thank you for your patience and for everyone being here. And if you haven't hit that like button yet, I really appreciate if you would do so. It does help the algorithm for YouTube and helps the video show up for other people as recommended videos. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I really encourage you to do so because in order to get a live reading, you just have to subscribe it. It'll immediately let you into the chat, and then you can put your request down there. All right. So, Paula, you just want a general reading, and I will. I kind of feel like the fairies want to talk to you. So we're going to pull from the fairy tarot. Okay, and then Chaithra, you'll be next. So thank you. And then Keisha, we will come back around to you after that. And then be you. And then Zachariah. All right. So let's take a look here. What do they have to tell you, Paula? What would Spirit like you to know? Okay, they do it. Those two and that one. All right. So first you have the King of Spring, which would be the King of Wands in the Standard Tarot. And this does represent entrepreneur. It represents you holding, the highest inspiration and drive, and you can super focus your energy and get things done in your life. It also can represent your higher energy, meaning your higher self. Let's see what else you have here. Yeah, because you have the 10 of Summer, which is the 10 of Cups in the Standard Tarot, which is about filling up emotionally and overflowing. And I really, with a combination of the King of Springs and the 10 of Summer, that does tell me that you are encouraged to connect higher and higher to your spiritual self and the spiritual side, because that is going to open up this beautiful flow of unconditional love that you feel from the upper realms. And it not only fills you up on the inside, you kind of feel like this cup, this chalice that fills up and it overflows out to others. And other people are like, whoa, where is this coming from? They're like, this is beautiful energy, and they don't know where it's coming from. And yeah, because you have the 7 of Summer too, which is the 7 of Cups. Normally it would be about emotional confusion. Come on. Please, please. I want you to be able to see. There it goes. So literally, you have rainbows shooting out of all your orifices. Have to keep it clean for YouTube, but that's how I feel. Is that all of this combined together? You're just at this beautiful place. The more you connect higher, just the more that this is what people see. It's almost like, people can see auras. People can feel auras. We all can. We get a vibe about people. But with this connection that you have, this love that you have flowing in, it's beautiful. And people are just taken aback by it. Maybe sometimes even being speechless, where they're overwhelmed with the amount of this love and this energy that's flowing out of you. And I feel like if that hasn't been where you've been at and how you've been feeling, this is their invitation, because they're showing you this is the possibilities. Get away from all that outside stuff. Get some time away. If you can, get out into nature. Get away from the chaos, all that noise, all that fear, the blah, blah, blah. Shut off the news. Put your phone on vibrate or silent, even. Just go out to a park and just sit and be. Allow yourself to fill up, and whatever your higher beliefs are about a higher being, just know that there's this unconditional love that they have for you. There's nothing you can do to earn any more of it, because you have 100% of it already. And the beautiful thing, nothing you can do to lose it either, because it's unconditional. It's eternal. It's nothing you will ever lose. You've always had it. We just have built up blocks between us and it. And so it's realizing the blocks that you've put up between it and allow them to dissolve and allow them to fall away so that you can feel this wholeness, this beautiful love that you totally deserve and it's yours. So that's what they're wanting me to tell you right now. If you have additional questions, you can pop them down below and we'll circle back around. Okay, we already answered that one. Thank you, Nikita. All right. And Chaithra, so you said you can't concentrate on your studies, and you'd like some guidance on that. So I really feel like they want me to pull a card here from the Enchanted Map Oracle for you regarding the studying. And let's take a look and see what they would like you to know. Well, now that this Libra new moon energy that began on Sunday, you might have some balancing coming into your life. I know my energy seemed like all over the place too. Nope, none of those. Okay. Okay. This is the one right here. My goodness. Cards are all wanting to fly out. Yeah, you got card number 33, which is Peaks of Joy. And master number 33 is a pretty powerful number. It is about this balance between your physical world and your spiritual world, because the like master number 11 is about the human experience, and card number 22, master number, is about connecting to your higher self, and 11 plus 22 equals 33. So it's about bringing in your spirituality and your higher beliefs into your physical world. Don't feel like they have to be at odds. They can come together. Says your life is filled with happiness, so share it with others. Joy is yours today. No matter what your inquiry, you will be happy with the results. So um, I like that because it's like you're studying. Just know in the end of it all, you'll be happy. You're coming closer to a sense of achievement, and you've worked hard for it. You're surrounded by true companions and events that are synchronistically arranged to bring you to the next level of your life. The world is singing a beautiful harmony. Life is exhilarating and hopeful. Let gratitude fill your heart and remember to share your happiness. Joy is contagious. And I feel like the message for you in regards to studying is you might have been like, you might have fried your brain because you're overdoing it, too much of one thing. So this Libra balancing energy, I understand why they wanted me to mention that now. It's time for you to have some fun too. Can't just study, all day and go to school all day and do everything all day and not have time for joy because you're not living. You're just feel like you're just working, 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 studying, studying, studying. It's time to go have some fun. Just let loose, allow yourself this balance, let go of the fears, and balance the studying because you'll be able to comprehend so much more. I feel like your brain is just so full; it needs time for it to, simmer down to have room to be able to really focus on there. So their advice is to have some joy, have some enjoyment, just take an afternoon off if you can, and just go decompress. That'll make such a difference for you. All right. And then we're back to you, Keisha. Thank you for your patience. You feel like his mom. Oh, I know, right? No, you don't need to be an enabler in a codependent relationship. You deserve to be in a relationship with another adult. Um, and I don't think he was. You're very welcome, Chaitra. Um, let's see here. Is he in love with his ex? I thought we asked that already, but that might have been for another individual earlier. We'll double check. No. It says not today. He's dealing with his hurt. He's like it's like he's holding everyone at a distance, and he's just has a lot of pain that he's dealing with on the inside, and he's just like I said, unplugged. He just doesn't have feelings for anyone because he doesn't have love for himself. So, um, I'm going to ask, does he have attraction for his ex? I don't think there's love there, but we'll take a look here. So I think that's maybe what you're really wanting to know. No, yeah, again, they're just referring it back. He's looking in the mirror. He has his masks on, like that sunglasses. He's hiding his feelings. He's everyone is a mirror for him right now, reflecting back to him how he feels about himself. And he hasn't liked what he has seen. And that's where his pain is being reflected back into his face. And so he is um taking this time to do his inner work. So I don't feel he's in love with his ex. And yeah, he needs his time. You can't do anything for him. Um, he's out of time to do his shadow work and his inner work. So I think it's a good decision for you, Keisha. It's time for you to choose you. Hey, Nanda, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. All right, B, we are to you. I am doing fantastic. I hope you are being you. I love your handle there. All right, so let's take a look. I kind of want to go back to the spirit song. Yes, Nanda, you can ask a question. Definitely put it down below. And then after Zachariah, you'll be next after that. So right now we are answering the BU questions. What does your boss think of you? And thank you for liking and subscribing. I definitely appreciate that. All right, so what does your boss think of you? Okay, what else? Those two. All right. So you have the 10 of acorns, which would be the 10 of wands in the standard tarot. And no, they don't think you're a donkey or a jackass, right? No, no, that's not it. You're like, what? 10 of wands is about a lot of energy. So you very energetic. I feel like you get a lot done. Like, because on the bottom it says responsibility and dedication. So I feel like they feel like you take on a lot of responsibility and you're a very dedicated person. Let's see what else they have to say here. Yeah, balanced and harmony. So it seems like they feel like you're able to keep a good work life balance ish is what I hear. And and you're able to harmony for me in this case is like problem solving. Like you're able to, if you have customers or vendors or employees or whatever, whoever your customer is that you interact with, you're able to really help um, de-escalate things, and you help people um, feel good about the job that they're doing. Mm. Then you have the hermit card here, which it's like with all of that, though, they kind of feel like you keep to yourself too, which is interesting. With all of that energy, with everything you do, it's like you pour yourself into the job and the customers and all this stuff. But I almost feel like you don't interact with people in a way. It's like not that you're antisocial, but if people go do things after work, they want to go that, you're just like, it's okay. I don't know if that resonates, but it's kind of like you like, I'm ready to go home. It's like you don't make friends at work. You just these are people that you work with, and it's not that you look down on them, but you just don't let people in that easy. And so you have this work face, and then you're gone. And but you do a great job when you're there. But I don't know if that's like what they want. Is like, I would like you to be more personable with each other and share who you are. And you're like, oh God, no. but I'm not sure if that resonates. But I kind of feel like, you know, they think highly of you, but it's like, is she human? Not that you act like a robot, but I kind of feel like you're just very efficient and you get stuff done. And it's like, maybe sometimes you roll over other people who are doing things too slow and you go around the other end and make up for the slack of what they're doing. I don't know. It just feels like you do the work of like two or three people, and you're like, I don't have time for friendships. I don't have time for all this emotional intelligence crap that you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, you have the ace of swords too, the ace of feathers. So you have this mental clarity and you bring up ideas too. Um, so yeah, I don't um you're just a very hard worker and you do a lot of stuff from what I'm getting from these cards, but they are, it's like you don't invest in the inter office, not like relationships like romantic, but you don't get into these deep um emotional relationships with people at work. You're like, I'm here to work, I'm doing all this stuff, I love doing this all this other stuff, but like I said, when you're out, you're out. So hopefully that resonates with you. If you have additional questions, pop it down below and we'll take a look at that. Very good. All right, Paula, thank you so much. I'm glad it resonated there with you. All right, so let me see where I'm at here. Zachariah. Um, should you move or not? Should you stay or should you go? I do want to use the Dragon Tarot for that. And then Nanda, you'll be next. All right. So, should you move or should you not? Okay, you got two cards. Okay. Got two fire cards here. Two, whoops. Grab that here. I guess that is movement, right? But you got both. So you have the Knight of Wands here, and you have the Five of Wands here. And the Knight of Wands is about movement and quick movement and fiery movement. So with that card alone, I say yes. And then you have the Five of Wands, which the Five of Wands is even about movement from one energy to another, but it is the card of change. So change of energy, change of location. That would be definitely with both of those cards a very fast yes. So I love that. Sometimes we don't get those exact answers, but they definitely brought it forward for you there. So we have that there, and then we have Nanda. And Ananda, you ask, will you and I'm just going to call him R because I just know I'm going to murder that. Will you be in a romantic relationship? So I'm going to pull both from the pink love oracle and the black. The pink are you and the black is them. So we'll see what this relationship, what type of relationship you will have. Because we always have relationships with people, but is it going to be romantic? We will take a look there. All right. So Fernanda, okay, so you got one for you. And then from the black deck here, okay, got two for them. So let's see here. So I see from your side, this is the flirting, the seduction, the flirtiness there. And from their direction, we'll look at both of them. His first card is Heartbroken and Keys on the Ring, which is um, options. He's got a lot of options before him. So, with the combinations of this, I don't feel it's going to go much beyond this kind of flirting and attraction because he's not in a place. He's got this heartbrokenness that he hasn't dealt with yet. And he's got all these options, like all these individuals around him, all these possibilities of romantic relationships. But I don't feel like with that heartbreakenness card that he's ready for any. And even though there's all these, it's almost like he's hiding between these options. It'd be like if you're hanging out, not officially dating, just hanging out with 2 or 3 different people, and he likes the flirting, he likes the attention, but he's not ready to open up his heart to anyone, and so I don't feel like this at this time, it's not a romantic relationship that would unfold, there, and it's like you might find out that he's hanging around with some other people and you're just like, "Oh, I thought I was something," and it's like, it's not as deep, as you want it to be, and so it is an encouragement to you don't need to wait around for it. If you enjoy hanging around for the company, do it, but don't, uh, take yourself off the market. So, I love that for you because it is for you, you know? Even though it may not be the one that you want, it's like, it's time. It's time to move. All right, everyone. Well, I've almost been on 2 hours. I will be back tonight at 7 p.m. Mountain Time here on YouTube. And then, of course, tomorrow and tomorrow night and Sunday as well. I'll also be on Instagram at 5 p.m. Mountain tomorrow. So if you have additional questions and you guys come back around, catch me there. Again, I so appreciate all of you, all the new subscribers, my continued subscribers that subscribed a while ago. Definitely appreciate you all. If you haven't checked out the playlist link down below for my giveaways, I do have several giveaways that I have going on and will continue to do so. Um, and so be sure to check those out. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I definitely appreciate you considering doing so. I do put out a lot of readings, like on Saturdays or Sundays. I put out weekly energy updates. I have monthly readings for October that just came out last week for this coming October. So a lot of free readings that I put out there as well. So if you haven't, I really appreciate you considering doing so. Love all of the questions. Thank you so much. I feel it's an honor. And I appreciate you trusting me to connect to spirit for you. So until next time, everybody, just know every second of every day you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. So until we meet again, you guys hang in there. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.